That feel when you're trying to replace the firing pin in your shotgun and you have nothing to protect you here, and then when you do a test fire, that just fucking cuts into your hand. I didn't even realize it did it till just now, and that was a few minutes ago. It's July 2nd, my place is incredibly messy, and my electrical engineering teacher from high school gave me something pretty sweet. Not a compact portable, an IBM portable. Damn it, what did I even knock over? I actually don't know what I knocked over. Oh well. Yeah, I need to clean everything really bad. There's a lot of, it turns out when you work 10-hour shifts, your projects don't get complete like they used to. Now, he said there's an operating system on here. He said it has a hard drive and it has Windows 1.1. So this ought to be interesting. I'd rather use it than Windows 10. People said Windows 8 was the worst. Oh man, look at that. You can see my not wearing a shirt in this kinda. I'm washing. You can hear that washer. I'm washing my clothes because I ain't got no clean clothes and I gotta go to work in the morning on a Sunday. It's July 2nd. Oh yeah, it does got a hard drive. Oh, that screen's in really good shape. You can see the scan lines really well. Wow. Wow, this reminds me of an old Seagate 225 hard drive I used to have, or ST225. Wow, look at that RAM count, it's so low. So slow. Let's see if the camera will zoom. Wait, why is it off? What? Why'd you turn off? What? What? Something smells a little bit funky. Why aren't you on? Son of a bitch! Why? Why? I was just getting to know you. Well, this might actually be a repair project now. I'm gonna try it one more time. Let it cool off for a minute. Wait, what? Wait, was it actually on? Alright, maybe something overheated in it. Oh, let's try it again now. Escape. Who? Who could possibly be calling me? Where's the phone at? It's in my pocket. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Alright, let's try this again. I shut it off for the phone call. Oh, that sounds like buckling spring. Oh, it's made by IBM. I bet it is a buckling spring. Let's come. Oh, it sounds different, but it still sounds like buckling spring to me. Yeah. I got an IBM keyboard that's comparable, and an IBM monitor. But this thing takes 9-pin. Where's caps lock? Is there any lights on this? Yeah! Okay. Why does it? Why did it type that? What? Or maybe it does from the. Let's just do a good old. Oh, this keyboard. Where is this enter? Oh. Oh my god, I love this amber display. Amber is a beautiful color for a screen. Wow, that's kind of flickery. I mean, not by the camera, but my eyes to see it. Okay, I gotta use Windows and a mouse. Oh, that's kind of... Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Oh. Wow. That's a lot of bleeding. I wonder if there's a point in time it could healthfully done that. Alright, let's see. Where is the up and down arrow on here? I don't know. What if I just type D? Does it take me to DOS? Okay, it does. Okay, let's go to games. This is a really weird keyboard. I had a Tandy computer there, the keyboard connected in such a way. My dad made me throw it out because he said we didn't have enough room, and I didn't know my way around DOS back then because I was in, like, elementary school. Arc, flight. Oh yeah, hey, he was telling me about the flights. Let's go. Oh, I love this keyboard. I love this keyboard. I wish I could let you feel this keyboard. This keyboard is amazing. If you've thought of buckling spring keyboard, then you got an idea. Alright, let's maybe flight.exe. Is that a file? Where are all the EXEs? I need arrow keys. I don't know how to go left and right. Okay, I'm gonna go see if this thing has like a serial port in the back of it and I can hook a mouse up to it or something. No serial port, but 2 parallel ports, 1 male, 1 female. Interesting. And I wonder if you're supposed to connect a joystick up to the parallel port or something, because I've hooked DualShock 2s up through parallel ports in the past using special drivers. This is different. This is too old for me. This is before my time. This is the first computer I ever had. This is the first computer I ever built. So I started with a Pentium 120 and a Sound Blaster 16. That's where I started. This is my first PC. This is a bit older. Alright, so I forgot I had these things, so let's give her a go. Don't know if it's made for this, but see if I can get a mouse that'll work this way. There's some really long port back there. I wonder if that's like supposed to be a hard drive connector or something for an external, because I've never seen it before. And I know the Apple IIGS's hard drive is external. Oh my god. Or just have to wait this through. Well, how about that? That actually worked. This IBM seems to get hot and shut off after a while, but it seems the stretches keep getting longer and longer. I wonder if it's something like the capacitors in it are sleepy and are trying to wake up. Hey look, there's a Norton folder. There's antivirus in this thing. Getting virus had to be pretty hard without internet. And I don't think I saw a modem line in the back, so I don't think this thing is doing any web searching. Alright, okay, let's see. There's the EXE. System warning. Sure, okay. I need to adjust my camera's light filter. Alright, let's see. Am I able to run it this time? It doesn't have enough RAM. Alright, maybe I need to do this from outside of Windows. Wow, this thing has so little RAM that Windows is too intense for it to run Tetris. That's impressive. You don't look bright enough. Whoa, retrace lines. Look at that. Retrace. I didn't think that would work. It's been a while, I guess. Come on, EXE. No, no, stop, stop, stop. No, I don't remember how to make this thing stop. Wait, oh, I think if I find the pause button. Where is the pause at? Oh, please, no. I know there's a command to prevent it from scrolling, but I don't remember it. Maybe scroll lock will stop it. And there's no up arrow, so I have to type it again. I think it was called supertet.exe. Oh yeah, I got it. Did I get it? What do you think is an internal speaker? Wow. Wow, this looks legit. Welcome to Moscow Circus. Wow. Oh, look at that. I can play Tetris with a mouse. Let's do it, YOLO. New game. Wait, new game? You can load a game of Tetris? What? Oh my god, this is so hard. Wow, this is a little view. Well, is it playing? Hey, did you freeze on me? Why are there 5s inside the Tetris? I'm gonna go and say something I don't often say, but I don't know how to take this apart. I really don't know. I don't even know where to start. I don't see any screws. I'm really confused here. Oh, there's the screws. There they are. Now I see. Huh, I wonder if this keyboard pops off. Wonder no more. You just push this button in. It's really that simple. Wow, okay. Yeah, let's get this thing apart. See what's inside it. Bet it's gonna be dusty. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Let's turn this down. Oh, I felt some heat radiating from it. Gonna use my body as an arm. Tube's not nearly as long as I thought it was. It's actually pretty shallow. I was expecting a tube to be out to here. I guess the power supply is there, but... Would you look at that? I could have actually used an external keyboard. Also, I think there's a screw in the side holding this on, because this ain't wanting to come off. Well, it's got some form of speaker in it, some form of sound in it, but I don't remember even hearing a system beep. So, maybe there's a bad sound card in here. Actually, I don't see a sound card though, so I'm going to find out, right? Let's get this thing open. There's actually 3 screws holding it together, but this is a really compact design. That card is that card looks like it might be bigger, longer than my GTX 480 card. But actually it might even be bigger than my Lightning 680. So yeah, this is... Oh, I wonder if those control the CPU frequency. The motherboard I got after this was a socket board, and it had switches like that, and they controlled the CPU frequency. Oh, that must be the processor there. Yeah, watch it not be. Oh, nope, that's the wait, what? That's the AMD logo. Although, I wonder if they made other than processors. They are called Advanced Micro Designs. But, see, that's got a big... That makes me think it's a processor because it's got a metal plate on it. That makes me think that's where the die is. Alright, these contacts need cleaned up, but... Okay, I see their entry points. Now I wonder if this is where the sound comes from. Alright, wait, let's see what the color of the wire is that goes to the speaker. It's yellow, so the PC speaker plugs into the video card. That's different. I'm going to pull the video card out, take a look at it. Now, assuming this video actually gets views from the correct audience, there's probably somebody being really pissed off, like, ah, of course the sound comes from the video card. What do you know? Nothing about these computers? And, well, no, not really. But I'm sure... Okay, what is this? What's going on here? You're getting on my nerves. I don't want to break you. I think I need a second hand for this. Oh, I got it. Alright, you gonna slide out? This is different. This is really different. The card was intended to be that long. There's a slider for it. I gotta use 2 hands for this. Also, my idea of it being an external hard drive controller, I think is... Wait, let me check. Is actually wrong. I think it might be for an external floppy drive, because this is the controller board that runs the floppy drive, and the hard drive controller is this card here, which has nothing on it. So what do we got here? I guess that's just parallel. See a little oscillator there. What are you running at? Wow, that's a really specific number. 1.832 megahertz. Just take a minute to take that in. That is really something else. Single-sided too. My God, we are going to compare this to something more modern. We are going to compare this to something more modern. Let's see. Oh my God. This thing is huge compared to modern day graphics cards. Look at that. It's how big it is compared to that oversized MSI card. Wow, this thing is amazing. Just look at that. New to the old, just wow. Whew. This stuff was pretty inefficient back in the day. Now, I wonder why I'd never heard any sound. Also, I'm really impressed with the condition of this computer. Everything is really nice and clean in here. I mean, it is really nice and clean in here. I'm actually wondering if Ripco was cleaning this stuff out or something, because, I mean, it looks new. My SR2 is much dirtier than this. Now, I'm going to go use some contact cleaner and use it on the ISO port there. Or, I don't even know if that's ISO, it's too short. Looks like the first half of the ISO port. Maybe it's a slower version. And I'm going to try, I'm going to clean up these knobs and put it back together. Color graphics. So this card does color. And that composite port has seen better days. Wow. Oh, man, that's going to be interesting. Guess I might as well see what I can do. If you need to clean an RCA port, just grab your readily available fiber optics port cleaner. That I got a bunch of them dumpster diving and a place to throw out old server equipment. That's where most of my Dell keyboards came from, actually. Mini Scribe. I'm not familiar with them. Let's see. As shipped defects. What? Does that mean it's... Oh, none. Maybe that's... Maybe for the defects. Oh, I wonder how big you are. Oh, you got an irregular shape. Wow, this is a piece of hardware. And I like how some power supply standards never changed. I mean, no, I guess these are no longer used. Why is somebody calling me? Phone calls from a state called NM. Not no state I know anybody from. And look, I think it's a little floppy disk holder. That's what I'm going to assume this is for. That's pretty cool. As I was saying, you know, so we might not use these power connectors anymore, but we still use the full voltage standards. I mean, I forget what gray is and I forget what white is, but we got 5 volt, ground, 12 volt, 3.3 volt. We're still using the same voltages these days. I don't see the blue, which I think was negative 12. Oopsies, there's a screw that got in here. Now, interesting, this screw was here before I got here, because I only took 3 screws out of this style. Huh, maybe that's why this thing is being weird. Passed. Unit final test. No errors in final. Time 21:49. Date 5/8/1984. So now we've got a date in the system. 1.4 amps. Now I wonder if that's for the whole system or if that's just on the tube. Display monitor. Huh. Now I'm wondering. Yeah. I guess this thing feeds video back through the motherboard. Interesting. This is, people complain about cable management. Well, there you go. There's some cable management for you. That's like something Corsair would be doing. I'm now really sad. I saw the country of origin. Made in USA. That saddens me because I know I'll never see that in computer hardware again. The present sucks. Silly me. There's the 4th screw. Huh, maybe I should get the bed. Super silly me. There's 5 screws here. Ah! Since I can't figure out how that screw goes, let's see. Alright, well, that screw hole, is it threaded? Yes, it is. The screw hole's threaded, and it doesn't seem like there's anything important on the other side. What about you? Same thing, just a little bit of the edge of the board. I'm going to shove this screw in here so I don't lose it. So much for that plan. The threading doesn't line up, so I'm just going to tape this under the power supply. Since that's a nice flat surface, this masking tape ought to stick too. And since it's masking tape, it shouldn't leave much of a residue when it comes time to remove it. So, oh, I think I should be able to close it that. Made in USA with imported and domestic parts. Also, it's kind of cool. The keyboard's removable, kind of dicky. You have to take the back cover off to do that. Yeah, it's funny. I see a Made in USA sticker, and then I see a Mexico sticker from the same shot. You're not going to error. Oh, no, it beeped. It beeped. It beeped. It beeped at me. I got some music making software. I'm going to try loading in here at some point, if this thing has enough RAM to use it. Try this again. Well, my impatience was getting the best of me. This game actually does work. It was just loading. I was spazzing out, clicking all the buttons. My God, I thought because how simple these programs were, they would load instantly. So, okay, right click slows it down, and left click rotates. It's making sound. Ooh, I want to get a row. I want to get a row. All you cell phone nuts, it's in that orientation you guys like to use. That I really get pissed off about. I'm going to complete a row. Son of a bitch. I probably should have used keyboard. There, I'm going to complete a row. What? It crashed? Let's see if this works. Is there? Wait, there's Alt. Where's Control? Control, Alt, Delete. That didn't do anything. I guess the whole computer just went... Alright, so this is going to be a pain. So I gotta use this Dell USB internal floppy drive and connect it to my SR2 to pull my DOS files onto my 1 terabyte hard drive and copying over to this floppy disk. Then I gotta hook up this computer and transfer the files from this floppy drive to this floppy drive. And then I can put the disk in here and run the programs I want to run. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. That's kind of a lengthy process. Alright, you're going to hear this thing start with no sound. Oh yeah, look at that. If the camera was syncing up right, but yeah, oh my God, this is, I should not be trying to draw. What do we got here? What do we got here? Wow! No! Wow. So this is what it's like to lag with the fill tool, huh? Wow. This is impressive. Look at this. Look at that. That is something. Wow. So what do you do? What is your job in life? Oh, you're not an eraser. You're a really confusing tool that I don't actually understand in the slightest. We have a blackboard around the entire stuff. Alright, now let's fill it with this special color here. I bet this is going to be the laggiest color you could possibly... Whoa, that looks weird. This is actually making using the fill tool fun instead of practical. I almost consider taking this thing into work and trying to use it at break, but by the time I'd be done filling an image, break would be over. Now, ain't that a masterpiece? Now, what if I do white? I can't believe I'm spending this much time just playing around with a fill tool. I'm used to fill being done by color instead of by, whatever this is. Black and white squares. It's like Mac Paint. You guys remember Mac Paint? Mac Paint was something.